Hey, what's up, Rockstars? Welcome into the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, gorgeous Saturday, 90 degrees here in Tampa, Florida. And I'm gonna go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross. They all happen to be within like a square shopping center of each other because it's fourth quarter, and why not try to retail arbitrage in Florida during fourth quarter at these stores? They seem to be really popular. A lot of you guys do retail arbitrage and flipping out of these stores. I know these stores are in pretty much every major city and a lot of smaller cities. So let me check them out and see if there's any things that I can suggest to you guys to buy and maybe flip and make some money on here at these three pretty common stores, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross. Now, Home Goods is a little bit away, so I don't really go in there, and I've never really found anything in there. Florida prices are kind of high, even at these stores, but at least at these three, there's usually something that we can flip. And brand new with tags typically will sell faster. So we're gonna go inside, check it out. Today's October 20th, 2018. Let's go see what they got. All right, so in the clearance section, now these are out of season, but I found some Nike Zooms, these cleats, for 10 bucks. These are 19 Ws, they're huge, but the only pair I found sold was 20 plus 9, which only leaves 19 profit, less fees and shipping, like $5. Problem is, you'll never sell these. The only pair that sold. Same with pretty much everything else on this rack. These are listed for 16. These are Nike cleats. These are Vapor Speeds. And these were a size, I think these are like a 13 or 14. I can't remember. Oh, here, these ones are on the inside. These are a 14, yeah. And couldn't find any of these same ones sold either. Clearanced Tommy Hilfiger, 20 bucks, selling for 20. Vince Camuto, 8, selling for 15. And Giorgio Red, 12, selling for 20. Exactly where they are for break even, every one of them. So this Tommy Bahama looks like it was originally 115-ish. Yeah, 115. Their down price was 40 and now it's 30. You can't sell this brand new for 40 bucks, maybe 50. Break even at best. Look, Nike with a stain on it, 16. Even without the stain, it ain't $16. Look, 12. These are the discounts, 20. I mean, it's impossible. Basic plain lightweight long sleeve polo shirt, 15. At that point your break even, got to get at least 25 to even make a buck or two off of it. Look, polo Ralph Lauren shirt, $29. Break even on that's 40. You're gonna have like 3 or 4 bucks in fees, put you up to 33, 3 or 4 bucks in shipping, 37, 38. Your break even is almost 40. So we'll come to Home Goods and look, $49, clearance 45. Wow, thanks for the 4 bucks. Awesome. Look, a little hot pad pot holder. Thanks for the 99-cent clearance. So it's entirely possible that it's just Florida. You guys certainly let me know. That's TJ Maxx, of course. And $2 for a discount? Come on, guys. I mean, it's just, here they don't have to discount things. They don't have to liquidate it. People will buy it. It just, there's money here, there's tourists here, there's a need, and there's no necessity to liquidate things. It just sells. They didn't even have guys' shoes. They had like one little bin of guys' shoes. It was terrible. All right, store number 2, Marshalls. So maybe we'll have a little more success in here. I'm telling you guys, here in Florida, it just doesn't happen. I used to get people on social media that would yell at me and tell me, you just don't know what you're doing. And then I took videos inside of the store and I showed them the prices and they were like, oh my God, that's ridiculous. How do you guys even make money in your state? All right, there it is, that's Marshalls. TJ Maxx is right over there. Marshalls there. And yes, I had to drive because otherwise it's like a ridiculous walk. So everybody's favorite section on social media, the men's shoes. These are some Columbia Tech lights here. Columbia Tech lights, 40 bucks. Guess what they're selling for? Can't find them, but most of them 40 bucks. You move down. Oh look, some nice Tommy Bahama slip-ons. $24. You guessed it, $30, $35 on eBay. Another one, these Nike Naturals. Oh look, 48 is the clearance price. Not even selling for 50. You guys show me where the profit is. I've gone through about 20, 30 pairs of these. Nothing. Here's a clearance section. Men's polo, $20 clearance. 20 clearance. Let's keep going around. Calvin Klein, 20 Calvin Klein clearance. Ladies clearance. Some Lucky Brand zip up little wedge heels. $49. Jesus, not even in the box. So what was the point of me bringing you into this store and the other one and telling you how bad these prices suck? And we're gonna get into that in just a minute. We're gonna go across the street to Ross. I'm gonna show you one more store, and then we're gonna get into the reason why I brought you guys out here, just to complain about how high these prices are. There's a point, stick with me. All right, third and final store to make this point to you guys. This is Ross. Let's go in, check it out, and then I'll tell you the whole reason for me doing this today. So, everyone's favorite, Ross shoes. Immediately, I found these cleats for $7. Hopefully I can get it to zoom. There you go, 7 bucks. They had it for 18 originally and then more expensive retail. They're size 14 Nike Zoom cleats. But after looking them up, these would have to be sold used. I mean, there's no box, there's no tags. They have scuffs on them from being on the shelf. You couldn't sell these as new at all. Not even new other. Look, marks. You can't get more than 20 bucks out of these if you're lucky. And their 14s are gonna sit. You're at $6.50. That leaves $14, $13.50, less fees and shipping, no profit. Tons and tons of cleats with the same story over and over again. As we move into regular shoes, look, 60, 45, 45. Set off the alarm. 55, 33. I mean, there's no money in any of these. Oh look, 70. 70. For some flight speeds. Ha! You want some clearance Calvin Klein for 15. There's the rest of the clearance rack. See the clearance? Look, clearance. Wait, there's nothing there. A couple of random shirts, I guess. $16 for this polo. I don't even know what it is. I mean, this is the reality of living where I live. And this is every Ross and Marshalls. There's another set of these up the road, about 15 minutes. Basic Jordan t-shirt. This is in the clearance section. It's not even on clearance. 15. Some Hilfiger pants are 21. 21. All right, so exhibit 3, Ross. Another joke if you want to try to make money. And I'm going to explain why we came in all these stores and why all the moaning and groaning in just a second. All right, so why did I go in TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross and show you guys all the ridiculous prices, the joke of a clearance section, and tell you that there's no way to make money? Well, there may be a way for some of you to make some money in some states. Here, at least in this area, this part of Florida, you're gonna be lucky if you can find one item in a store ever. And I mean driving around all the stores. So the point of this is these stores are not here for you to make a profit. These stores are here to make a profit for themselves, not for you. They're not here for you to buy stuff for $5 and flip it for 50. They're not even here for you to buy stuff for 10 to flip for 25. That's not the point of these stores. And Goodwill and Salvation Army are kind of getting to that same point. Now, they're billed as doing good for the community and programs and doing for the poor and the less fortunate and charitable and 501 and all that stuff. But let's be honest, a lot of Goodwills and a lot of Salvation Armies and a lot of thrift stores are not doing as much good as you think. They're keeping a lot of money, putting money in their CEOs and their administrators' pockets, and that's their point, to make money, their bottom line. And so they don't care about resellers. And it used to be that they price things where you could make money, and now it's getting harder and harder. So the point of my video is not just to tell you that, because a lot of you guys know that and you experience it everywhere you go. It's that you have to come up with creative thinking, outside of the box ways to source. We are trying to get merchandise from one user to another. We're trying to go in the middle to the middleman. TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, all those are middlemen. Goodwills, thrift stores, Salvation Armies, they're all middlemen. You've got to go right to the source. How do you get to the source, to people that are donating, getting rid of stuff? How do you get to the source of all this liquidation merchandise? Well, you can get right to the manufacturer. There are websites and there are ways to do it. And I'm going to be talking about those liquidation sites in future videos like this week coming up. But how do we get to the middleman, or how do we go around the middleman to get directly to the end user who donates merchandise, donates clothes, doesn't care about making a profit, just wants to get rid of things and put a few bucks in their pocket? Well, that requires going on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, LetGo, every website that's a local marketplace where you can meet folks and buy their merchandise right out of their own trunk, right out of their own closet. That's how you make money. Stop trying to buy things from a thrift store for $5 to sell for $7. It's not gonna happen. Go buy somebody's stuff right out of their closet that they're advertising for $1 and $2 each that you can sell for 20 and 30. Everybody says that garage sales are the best profits, but driving around in circles is tough. It takes a lot of time. Garage sales, yard sales, awesome source of merchandise, and you should definitely be doing it 100%. It's where you get the best deals, but you don't always find a lot of stuff at yard sales, garage sales. Sometimes it's a bust. How can you get the same merchandise you get from garage sales all week long without having to drive around and without having to, you know, go to 20 houses and maybe not buy something? You have to post advertisements on Facebook Marketplace, on Craigslist, on OfferUp, on LetGo, on all four of them, inside of the yard sale groups on Facebook Marketplace. Get the admin's permission first, saying, I buy clothes, I buy brand name clothes, I buy designer clothes, I buy any type of suit jackets, I buy dresses, I buy video games, I buy iPods. Make a little ad that says, this is what I'm interested in. Here's some brands, here's some examples. I'll pay cash, I'll meet you today, 7 days a week, locally, local to Sioux Falls, local to LA, local to Tampa, local to wherever it is you are. You can even use the sub-cities to keep yourself within a 5 or 10 mile radius to meet these people at a DMV, at a police station, at a Starbucks that's heavily trafficked, in order to meet them, pay them $10 or $20 that you would have taken to the thrift store and bought a couple of pieces, and buy their bag of clothes in 5 minutes. Drive to Starbucks, check it out, here's your 20 bucks, drive home, and now you've done all your sourcing. You meet 2 or 3 people a week and you've bought 50, 60, 80 pieces. Maybe you meet one person a day and you're buying 200 or 300 pieces of clothes. Or maybe your ad says, I buy shoes, and somebody has 2 or 3 pair of their women's shoes they want to get rid of, Lucky Brands and Vince Camutos and this, that you can give them $5 a pair. You meet them at Starbucks for 4 pairs for $20 that you go home and list for 25 and 30 bucks a pair. Think outside the box. Stop relying on these stores whose mission is to make money, not help you make money. People on Facebook and Craigslist and Marketplace, they're not out to make a profit. They're out just to put some money in their pocket. And those are the type of people that you have to get to if you want to make the best deals and the most money. Think outside the box, guys. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming along on the journey with me. I'm gonna leave you with that. Enjoy your weekend. It's Saturday. It's getting to be the afternoon time, so I'm gonna go get some food and enjoy the rest of my weekend. And I'll see you guys a little bit later tonight with a news story that you need to check out. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like this video and turn the notifications on, because tonight's news story is very, very important. It'll be up about 9, 10 o'clock tonight, Saturday, October 20th. So make sure you come back and check that out. Until then, I'll see you guys later.